What up, baby? It's your boy, son, Danny Donx, Donxboyzfishing, man. Bringing you today my view of creek fishing rigs that work, dog. You know what I'm saying? So this is for your boy, Danny Donx. We got a few setups here, and you know we're not cutting it short, guys. We're not. I'm not bringing you some little Joe Schmo. Oh, this guy's just putting this together. No, this is what I fish. This is what I got in my box. My box is. This is what I carry in my bag, because I don't only put them away in the box. If I don't room or if I have excess, I put them in a Ziploc. I carry my jig heads in there, all different sizes. Because you never know when you got to change your approach. You never know when you got to change that jig head size, because the bait you want to use is not going to fit on the jig head you have tied on. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared. You can go out with one size jig head. Okay, right here. Let's say right here you go to Big Bites. You got these. I mixed them up. I had pink and white. I put them together. But let's say you just got the pack of white. Let's say they came up just like this. Let's just say pack right here, pack of 10. You got $3. Let's say. Okay, 1/16 ounce jig head. Beautiful. You're gonna fish them. I got this right here. Okay, right here. This is the 1/16 ounce from Arky. We're gonna get into that next. But right here, I got 1/16 ounce tied down with the Mr. Twister, the 2-inch mini grub, the mini tail. All right, got that right there, tied on. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I wanted to go, and I wanted to go fish the Big Bites, right there on the 2-inch. What is this called? The fat grub? Yep, the 2-inch fat grub. That right there, even though I said this is a 3-inch, I'm sorry, the 3-inch Mr. Mini, or the mini tail from Mr. Twister. All right, if I'm gonna put this sucker on, yeah, it might fit. It'll probably go on fine, but it's not gonna look right. It's just not. It's gonna, the hook's gonna come out through there. The tail's just gonna be hanging down. It just isn't. So you gotta have, to me, in my opinion, not that you have to. You don't have to do anything, guys. You know what I mean? But it's nice to have. Okay, options. Options gives you a better chance to catch a fish, or what you're after. You know what I mean? Which mostly what you're watching is about fishing. Okay. So let's start off. I'm going to go back. You saw one part, but I want to get into that pro mod, man. We'll get into that now. First, we're going to start off right here with your boy, the tube. The tube, my man, if nobody, I didn't think it was effective until this year when I started mingling with it, man. It just, man, dude, it's very effective. Stealth, not even stealth, it just stands out. They come in various colors, okay? I usually fish it, if you're going to go like micro jigging, this right here is a 1/32 ounce jig head. This one particular is from Stoppers jig heads. Alright, I got that itself. And I also, as well, I use tube jigs from Big Bites in the 1/32 ounce as well. Now, the tube ones, they're meant for tubes. You slide in, you slide it in through the back. When you're ready to use, now I only pop my tubes through, I haven't fished in tournaments, but thinking about it, if I ever do, when I do, set them up, but don't pop them through the plastic yet. When you're ready, because if you have one put, so you have some scent sitting in there with it, you pop that through, it's gonna leak all over the place. But if you leave it nice in there, by the time we're gonna use it, you pop it through, the scent's gonna start leaking out just like you want it. Okay. The tube heads, tube jig head, these work perfect. As you can see, it has a longer eyelid. I used this before, you can see. I use a uni now. It has a longer eyelid, so when you put that in, it pops through. It just sticks right out of the tube, and it's perfect. Now I like these, but you see that gap in between, and you see how thin the head is. It still gives a little play inside that plastic. So what I figured, and what I've tried, and it works wonderfully, is what's in this. What I just showed you, a ball head jig. That one happens to be just from Stopper. You can get them. Big Bite makes them as well. You get them from a lot of companies. Arky jigs as well. I'm going to show you some Arky jig heads right now. As you can see, it goes through, sticks out the eyelid, but there's no play. It has no room for play. Look at that ball. Look how that ball stands out, holds that plastic right there. Doesn't give, see, if I can, and this works just as well. I am not knocking the tube jig, okay, the tube jig head, or the style tube jig head, okay? But I found, by messing around, that it holds better, holds tighter, and is more resistant, or resilient you want to call it, with this ball head jig. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. I stand by it, and try it out, and then tell you, Danny Donx, you're right, bro. And it's inexpensive, man. You get a pack for a few bucks. This right here. These are awesome. You can get them also, like I said. These are the 1/16 ounce. You can get these at Big Bites. They're very cheap, and you get a whole mess of fishing, a whole lot of fishing. You understand right here? So this pack was $3, okay? And you get yourself a pack of these for $5, bro. You got a whole mess of. You got 20 and 10. You got a whole mess of fishing to go. You know what I mean? So fishing doesn't have to be expensive. Fishing doesn't have to break the bank, and you don't have to think you have to break the bank to fish. All right? I know. Yeah. All right. So the tube, effective. Do your research like I do. You'll see, and then try it. There's no sense in doing the research and okay and just go by it. No, try it. Go out there and try it. Believe it or not, you'll catch it. Next. This is a 1/3. This is a 1/16 ounce, but the good old hair jig, man. Do not sleep on this, people. Don't, man. This right here, bro, it's sometimes it's where it's at. When you're out of, you know, you're not catching nothing on the plastics. You're not doing nothing on the hard baits we're about to cover. If nothing's really happening for you, you're throwing in that bobber. The hair jig can be very effective. They're inexpensive. They come in different colors. This right here is the pink. I believe it's from Arky as well. I got a pack of 10. What did I get a pack of 10 for? I think it was like almost $3 or something like that. A little over $3. Quote me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. But they come in a pack of 10. You can't go wrong. Again, ball head jig. You got that style. Got that arc. Got that nice stout little hook. But what I like about this, when that hair gets, when that hair gets nice and soaked in the water, it sticks out like that. It'll stick out straight out, and you play it out. But when you give it a certain action, that little sucker, for some reason, when you let it drop, if I'm not popping, let it drop, it flares up a little bit, puffs out that little tail, which is pretty cool. Don't sleep on the hair jig. The hair jig can be very effective and come through, bro, when you think nothing else is gonna work. When you think nothing else is gonna work, bro, that hair jig comes through in the clutch. So don't sleep on that. Next is be another jig in the same size and in two styles. I'm gonna show you the regular ball head jig right here on the 1/16 ounce, as you can see right there. Has a regular offset hook, but it's offset a little bit. You can see if you're really looking at the eyelid and the hook, you can see it goes across a little bit. So it has a little bit so when it bites down. Now I found that Arky jig makes a 1/16 ounce ball jig, but look at that hook, bro. Look at that. That is a Pro Mod hook. It comes out just like this, okay? Just like that. It's coming out straight. But before it curves, it comes out straight. Look at that. It comes out straight in an angle up, so it's going out instead of curving like a circle. It goes straight and then curves. So it's almost, and then so that offset is much more. That gap is, you get a bigger gap. So I think it's a better hookup ratio if you want. Don't get me wrong, I have them both, I use them both. But once I found this little sucker right here, as you can see, I already got two tied on. I got one right here, and I got it in the orange. And I also got that in the yellow, you want to call that the chartreuse. And then both like that. The Pro Mod from Arky Jigs, you cannot go wrong. I think the hookup ratio on that is going to be a lot more effective. And it's going to happen a lot more often with that style hook, man. Keep them coming, guys. Thank you. Next. Last but not least, guys, hard baits. Let's get to it. Hard baits. You got a couple styles. You got some inline spinners. You got some little crankbaits that look like little crickets or so, or like a little small jerkbait right here. Both of these are from Arky. Now these right here, this right here, man, this right here, bro. Little baits like this, is something like this. There's some in the crawdad color or action, a little bit bigger. Man, very effective. You got them small pools or a slower moving water, but it's deeper in depth. Definitely try to throw one of these in there. You'll be surprised how you'll get a reaction. These fish are there in those little pools, but it still has moving water. But they're off to the side. You know what I'm saying? So while they're off to the side, you're bringing that in. It's coming out to that side. That fish is looking at it. Those little crankbaits, as far as action-wise, can get a reaction out of these fish. Okay, you got moving water, it's not frozen. These ponds with the still water and all that, a lot colder. Even if it's the same temperature outside, it's a lot colder. I feel the moving water is cold, but it holds itself. Especially on a sunny day where all that rock and structure gets warmed up a little bit, that water's flowing, that water gets a little warmer. Those fish are gonna come out to try to eat. You know what I mean? Because the smaller fish are out. Fishes are out. So definitely be mindful on how you fish. Pay attention. Those hard baits, man, can come through, man. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't fish these. You know, I love to fish my worms and my tubes and all that, and my little grubs and my creature baits. But I go, if I gotta fish an inline spinner, a little. It's like it's like a 3 to 6 or 4 to 6 feet diver right here, or a little jerk bait. We'll do it. We'll do what we have to do. You know what I mean? We're here. I'm here to catch some fish, and don't be afraid, bro, to change it up. So if I'm fishing this, let's say I got one reel out. I'm fishing. I change baits, a couple baits. I want to go smaller. Cut off, tie on. Some people get lazy. Don't get lazy, bro. You want to catch fish, you got to put in the work. You did? So put in the work. Don't be lazy. Change the bait. Go to a smaller jig head. Go a smaller jig head on it. Go even smaller if you have to. You know what I mean? Go out to a hard bait. Okay? You want to go from a thicker grub, okay, to a smaller grub. Change that hook, bro. Change that hook. Throw that smaller hook on there. Get that bait on there. Chuck it out there. Throw it out there. All right? So again, man, this is what I use when I head out. This is what I enjoy using. What I look to when I have to go buy new baits, and what I take with me when I go creek fishing. I'm telling you, you're gonna find at least 10 of these in my box. You're gonna find these countless bags of jig heads. Countless bags. These are just 4. I got more. You know what I mean? In different colors. I got small swim head jig heads that look like little small fish head. But that's not the style today. I haven't really fished with those this year, so I'm not gonna throw it in and lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is what I take with me. All right. I've had grubs like this. I lost them from big bites, so I just re-upped today. But I fish curly tails from big bites. I fish them from Creme. Creme has these ones that call the tricolors. Amazing. I've caught mad fish with those, man. If I find the pack, I'll bring it to the next video, and I'll make sure I mention this video and that one, so you come back and see this one and check it out. So guys, this is what I use when I go out creek fishing and rigs that work. Give it a try. Don't be afraid. And again, don't be afraid to change up. Don't be afraid to change styles. Don't be afraid to change size. Either going down in size or bringing it up. Change it up. Change color. Change bait. If you caught a fish, they say, I pitched in. I caught one with this. Okay, you want change it up to the pink. Throw something different, a clear color. Change it back to, or change it to that color. I have these in black. You know what I mean? Change the color up. Why? Because you're throwing another bait. It's going to be in different color. It's a surprise. They're going to see the same colors, like this cat is in here again. Different color is a different presentation, different bait, I guess, or different meal, let's say, to them. So keep that in mind, definitely. All that. And it's not a lot to think about. You don't got to be a scientist. I'm not from it. I'm not a professional angler. I just pay attention, I learn, and I apply what I learn, and it works. So that's why I'm bringing it to you. I'm not just going to say I watched it on a YouTube channel and say, all right, let me just say it. No, man. I watch channels and I learn. Again, Tactical Bassing. Huge channel. Tyler's Real TV. Informative Fisherman. You know what I mean? Huge to watch. That I watch at least. You know, that helped me to become a better angler. You know what I mean? So, and I apply what I learned. I swear to God. Bass Resource. Another channel that I watch that helps me become a better angler. You know what I mean? They're out there. The resources are out there to do anything, to be, you know what I'm saying, to do anything, to get better at anything. But it's not going to do you any good. Nothing. If you don't go out and apply what you've learned. That's just a little keynote from your boy. And that's free. Okay, that's free. Alright, dog? You don't get another. So, man, thank you again for hanging out. I'm glad I can share this with you of what I go out, take to the creek, give tries, and just don't give up until I catch a fish. Even if it's a creature, but I caught a fish. And I just keep changing them, and it's fun. You're there, you're thinking, you're trying to think of techniques. You're trying to look around. See, I like to around my surroundings. Your surroundings change. Especially in creeks, your surroundings will change quick. There's a lot that wasn't there, or something like that. You know, things move. So be aware of your surroundings, because you might have to change it up again. When you have to change it up, it's just fun. If you get snagged off, don't get mad. You got to go get another pack later on. So it gives you a reason to go buy another pack. All right, so definitely don't be discouraged. Again, man, thank you for hanging out with your boy, Danny Donx. These are rigs that I know that work. Sharing that with you guys because I love you guys and I love the support you guys give your boy. And I love bringing education to you guys, man. So, you know, hit that like and subscribe if you like to learn about fishing. If you like to hear your boy, Danny Donx, talk about what he's learned and sharing it with you so you can become a better angler, hit that like and subscribe and that notification because then you'll know when I'm back again bringing you some more knowledge, baby. So again, man, do what you love, dog. As always, baby, when everyone is watching.